Welcome back, Cancerians. My name is Emily Gear. I'm a transformative energy healer and a multidimensional channel, and I'm here with your bi-weekly message. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling the cards. As I mentioned that, first of all, we have started the extended relationship readings again. The link to that is in the description box below, and I have made the price for those extremely affordable. It is only a few dollars and cents in order to access your extended reading. The other thing is that if you find that you would like to have a private session with me, those are one-on-one via telephone or Zoom, or in person if you happen to be in my area. You can schedule those on my website, which is IamEmilyGear.com. Okay, there are only limited spots available. So I do recommend you schedule sooner rather than later, because a number of people have waited until the last minute and had to schedule several weeks out. So that is my recommendation. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get your cards shuffled. I'm asking Source for messages for Cancerians, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus for the next 2 weeks, please. What am I doing? Messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Good Lord. Okay, we've got a lot of repeat cards in the readings this week. Okay. Ace of Cups with the Jupiter card. What am I even talking about? I'm tired, I'm hungry. Ace of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune, which might as well be the Jupiter card, because to me this is like the card of things turning in a positive direction for you, gifts coming from the universe, and what a gift with the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning, new love, a new emotional beginning, basically starting over with a full cup. So I feel like for a lot of Cancers, what's happening right now is kind of this realignment, right? That's the key word for most of the readings that I've been doing this week. But with your, what are they trying to say? It's like your truth, but it's your heart's truth. It's not like a mental truth or any belief system. This is via your feelings, and I think it brings in this feels like a huge relief. It feels like a huge cosmic gift. It feels like something you have wanted or anticipated or hoped for or dreamed about or prayed for has come through for you, or is coming through for you within the next couple weeks, and or it becomes apparent that it is coming through. I sometimes hesitate to say that something is coming through in 2 weeks, because there are all kinds of variables out there, especially when doing a general read. But this is literally God shining upon you, like God shining light upon you, right? Blessings sent down to you. So this is a huge blessing that's coming in for you, or the awareness of it coming in for you within the next 2 weeks. Okay, let's get a little more information about what this blessing is. What is this blessing for Cancer? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's this blessing? Okay. This is a little bit what I just said, but we have the Queen of Swords coming up here. And it feels to me like this blessing is actually clarity, like knowing now what direction to go in. And it provides you with this sense of peace and understanding that you maybe haven't had for a while. This might have been going on for a while. Maybe you've been worrying about it, sitting on it, watching it, not knowing here with the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Coins, what direction to take it in. If it has to do with a relationship, how does the other person feel? Will they accept me? I feel like there's a sense of I don't even care with this. There's a sense of peace here and a restarting from your own heart space and your own truth that doesn't take into consideration or even need to take into consideration what other people are thinking and feeling. Now that sounds selfish, but it's not. It sounds, what it is it's more like filling your own cup and operating from your own heart's truth, more than worrying about all the variables out there, right? Here's the truth. Here's the worry. The truth is overcoming the worry, right? It's okay. So the sword is like in this picture is almost piercing her head, and it feels like it's piercing the worry, the constant mental chatter. And that gives way to a blossoming of things that you have planted and have wanted to come to fruition, and yet were stifled, held back by your, I want to say, anti-manifestation. And what does that mean? To me, that is the way that we take our big fucking brains and we wrap them around whatever precious thing we're trying to grow or nurture, and we smash it under our big fat brain foot. I don't even know that, like, I hope that makes sense to you, but that's what it feels like to me, that we've been smashing it to death with trying to control the outcome. This is like an actual release of the outcome, knowing that the divine, that God, that fate, whatever it is that you believe in, is in charge, okay? And knowing that only good things are coming in. And if you didn't believe it before, I'm telling you now, good things are coming in. That doesn't mean there will never be a challenge in the future, but it means that we've got to release the fears of the challenges to let the even bigger blessings come in. And I think that's what's happening here. This is alignment with that truth, okay? So if you have not already aligned with that truth, please fucking do immediately, because you've got stuff that wants to happen in your life that is a pure blessing from the divine, from the universe, from the cosmos, that you're due. There's a higher wisdom coming in, is what they're saying. A higher wisdom about this. And about the nature of manifestation, about the nature of life, about the nature of God, they said. What else? What else? What other messages for Cancer, please? Harmony, guys. Harmony coming in. This is for the next 2 weeks. I feel that it extends further, but it is for the next 2 weeks. Let's get some more cards to clarify the Four of Wands, please. More cards to clarify the Four of Wands for Cancer. 10 of Coins. I think something's coming to fruition that you have, and the Five of Wands. Something's coming to fruition which is extremely stable and harmonious, that you have taken a considerable amount of time to consider, to grow, to attempt to manifest, to potentially, step all over in your brain, right? While learning how this really works and learning that releasing it to the universe is the real way to do this. Something that you have fought long and hard for. Maybe I'm feeling this sense of you have learned a lot of energetic lessons through this process of bringing this about. That this is kind of the huge gift at the end of the race, right? Or race, marathon, whatever. And it's not that it's interesting that I say race or marathon, and I was going to bring up the word competition and say you are not in competition with anyone else, but this is literally about competition. So I feel like there have been these competing values and goals and ways of trying to manifest, and thought patterns and emotions, all this competing shit within you, right? You might even have had competing energies from outside of you. Maybe other people, other partners trying to get in the way, other businesses trying to compete with you, get in the way. Whatever it is, I do feel like that is all being overcome by this energy of the Wheel of Fortune, which is about fate making itself known, fate coming to pass, the wheel of fate turning, the gifts of Jupiter, the gifts of God. Jupiter as a planet stands in for God. You know what I mean? It's like the benevolent God. And that's how that's how it's represented sort of mythologically as Zeus or as Jupiter. So it has the power, God, the universe, whatever, has the power to bestow these gifts upon you regardless of outside situations, regardless of your energy. But there has been a process of learning how to manage this competing energy internally and therefore externally as well, which is invaluable in this sense of aligning the self, aligning the truth, okay? The heart's truth. Learning how to get out of your own way, they just said. Which, how many months have we talked about getting out of your own way? It's here, guys. You're getting out of your own way, and it's amazing. It's bringing in this stable, harmonious, fulfilling energy of legacy and family and achievement. Achievement is very 3D, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and pretend that we don't all want some level of achievement, right? We want to feel purpose. We want to feel purposeful. We want to feel that we've affected the world in a positive way, that somehow our lives mattered, right? And I feel like this is that mattering coming in a profound way, whether this is through family, through mission, through a job, through a career, through a project. It could be through any medium, but it feels like this harmonious, stable contribution to life, to society, to the world, to your community, to your school, to whatever it relates to, okay? It's been a long time coming. If you've been working on this, and in the process of this, you have been fine-tuning your energy, right? What other messages? Oh my gosh, we're already over time, but let me get a couple more messages for Cancer to close this up here. All right, we've got the 6 of Coins and the Moon. I feel like this is actually congratulating you for all of those months of shadow work, of looking deeply into the part of yourself that maybe was dark, that you hadn't wanted to accept or believe in before, and taking the time to balance that out has created this scenario. Taking the time to bring this in out of the cold and make it part of the whole brings in this profound balance, okay? And achievement and stability and honors in some way, okay? I feel like some of you are actually receiving some kind of honor for achieving something. And it's because of the balance you've achieved through having to work through this issue of your internal competition or competition in general. Competition was coming up for months. I'm trying to think of what months. I feel like June and July, maybe, for Cancer and for some of the other signs. So this tells me you've done it. You've made it. You've balanced that energy out by integrating the shadow side, the subconscious, the ego, the fear, all the energies that come up when we are fighting against ourselves and everyone else. Those have been integrated. They're a part of us, yes. Will they surface again? Of course, we're human. but have we looked at them and received them and accepted them? And that releases the resistance to being in alignment with who we truly are, what we truly want. It puts us directly in the path of alignment with the divine to receive the gifts of your future, of your fate, of your destiny, right? So there wasn't a lot of advice in that, except for I would say to continue to balance anything that is unbalanced, continue to allow this shadow to integrate within you and to not deny it, okay? Continue to be in awareness of the mental confusion and or anxiety that can come up when you are trying to, or when you want to see something good happen in your life, and relax and surrender into the energy of allowing the universe to bring you the gifts that you are asking for. Okay, that has so long been the message now for weeks, and I'm going to repeat it now because I feel like it's so important. All right, so we are going to jump directly into your romantic relationships on Vimeo. The link is in the description box below. Please click and follow me over there. And I have made those extremely affordable, so I hope that everyone gives it a shot. And I'll see you there. If not, I will see you in a private session or in 2 weeks in your next reading. Okay, Cancer, thank you so much for being here. Much love to you, and talk to you soon. Bye.